We're going to start off by making some crusty cream cheese buttercream. We're going to take 1 stick of butter and half a cup of high ratio shortening. We're going to mix that together until it gets creamy. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and add in a whole package, 8 ounces of cream cheese, and let that mix together and become creamy before we start adding in our powdered sugar. You're going to need a whole bag of powdered sugar, which is 2 pounds, 8 cups. And you're just going to begin by adding the powdered sugar in little by little. What I like to do is get a dish towel and cover up the machine when you turn it on. That way it doesn't fly everywhere. So we're just going to go adding little by little and mixing and incorporating it all in. Once we have added in all of our powdered sugar, we can add in our vanilla extract, and I like to add in a little bit of almond extract. You need about a tablespoon of each, or give or take a little more depending on how you like the flavor. Once I have mixed in all my powdered sugar, depending on how the thickness is and how spreadable it is, I'll add in some heavy whipping cream. Depending on where you are, depending on the humidity, depends on how much you will need to add into your frosting. So I'll just go ahead and keep on incorporating all of that, and I just clean the spatula and kind of spread it out just to see the consistency of the frosting. And if it's spreadable, as you can see, then it means it's all ready. So now we're going to begin by leveling off our cakes. I have my cakes already baked, and I'm just going to go ahead and level off the top by just taking my serrated knife and cutting off the hump on top and getting it as level as possible. I'm going to do this to both of my cakes. We're going to begin by putting some simple syrup on our cake. This is just 1 part sugar to 1 part water, and just bring it to a boil, and then adding in some almond extract or vanilla extract, any flavoring that you want. This is to keep the cake from drying out, and it makes it very moist. Now I'm going to begin by putting a ring of cream cheese. That way I can put in my filling, and this is a strawberry glaze that I'm using as my filling. So now that our cake is all filled, I'm going to go ahead and place the other cake on top and place it in the refrigerator to set. Then I'm going to bring it out and start putting on my crumb coat. This is just to lock in all the crumbs. That way we don't have any in our finer layer of buttercream. So after we have finished our cream coat, we're going to put it in the refrigerator to set up for about 30 minutes. Meanwhile, we're going to go ahead and start mixing our buttercream to the color that we are needing. Now we're going to start adding our buttercream to our cake. After it has been in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and put a generous amount of the buttercream. We're going to be scraping it off with a bench scraper to get it nice and smooth, so the more that you add, the better. So then you're going to begin by taking your bench scraper and scraping off all the excess buttercream. And if you notice that you have some dents or gaps in your buttercream when you scrape it off, you can add in some more buttercream and give it another pass with your bench scraper and continue that process until you get it nice and smooth. You're going to take all the excess buttercream from the edge and bring it into the middle of the cake and begin frosting the top of your cake. You're going to get that nice and smooth. Then you're going to get your bench scraper again and pass it on the side of the cake. That way you can remove all that excess buttercream that is at the edge of the cake. And you're going to continue this process until you get your cake the way that you want. So as of right now, while our cake is in the refrigerator, we're going to go ahead and begin our ganache. This is going to be 1 part chocolate to 1 part heavy cream. We'll go ahead and melt that together in the microwave until it's all melted. Depending on what you want your ganache to look like. If you want it to stay like that, you can let it stay. I want it to be a little bit more white, so we're going to add some white food coloring and have that mixed together, and then we're going to have it set aside until it gets to the consistency we need. As you can see here, I added some sprinkles to my cake and some frosting swirls on top. I'm going to go ahead and start adding my ganache. As you can see, it's a little bit more runnier than I wanted it to be, but I'm going to go ahead and do the whole cake with that. And I'm just going to let my ganache set a little bit more, and then I'll add some more of the drips later on to my cake. Right here I've added all the swirls on the top and added some sprinkles. So I went ahead and added the chocolate ganache strips around the edge of the cake. As you can see, it makes it look a lot better. If you liked it, please subscribe to my channel. I have a lot more to come.